Good morning. Today is an exciting live stream day, not only because it is a Fitness Friday, but more importantly, DeSci is up 2.1% today to $437 million in market cap, according to CoinGecko. Also, we're live on YouTube and X. I figured out how to dual stream to do two different platforms through OBS. So I'm very excited. Good morning, Zach. Good morning, Prince Vegeta. Happy to see you in here, my man. I feel like I've not seen you here before. Maybe you have in the past, but it's been many months. So today, we're going to talk about everything DeSci, of course. We're also going to talk about how China is supposedly dumping $283 billion worth of fresh stimulus into the Chinese markets to try and keep everything afloat. You know, because China right now has been pumping on the stock market, the GXC, which is the Chinese index, in the span of, what is this? In the span of 27 days, it went up 50%. That is pretty unheard of. That is a pretty dramatic move, and we'll get into a little bit more of the details behind it here today. I am just very excited because Bitcoin is moving, Ethereum is moving, Solana is moving, DeSci is moving. Everything seems to be a little bit alive today. The market is being led by Dynex, the DeSci market, of course. Dynex, followed by Data Lake, followed by Solve, then Noble Blocks and HairDAO. Some of the top DeSci projects that we hold, or at least that I hold in my portfolio. Dynex, Data Lake, Noble Blocks, HairDAO. I don't hold Solve, although it appears I probably should. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. HairDAO, interestingly enough, from yesterday's DeSci raid, where we raided Learn to Earn DeFi Daddy while he was live on Mario Nafal's roundtable, he was bullish-ish on HairDAO. It was the only DeSci project that he pulled up that he was like, yeah, this chart looks good, and I'm going bald, so I should probably be looking into HairDAO at least a little bit. So shout out HairDAO. You got good exposure yesterday. Good morning, Truth. Sup, Cola. Happy to have you here. GM the third. After a nice morning jelk session. All right, Zach. We are not starting that off immediately. God damn, guys. God damn. As far as what projects are on the downward trend in DeSci, we got Valley DAO, which really is just moving sideways. It's just got those spikes up and down as it consistently does. We got Axon down 3%. We got AimX, CTI, Track, Gene, and Cryo. Those are the only real ones down. I mean, Athena DAO, but it didn't even show up as a percentage. So let's keep looking, guys. Let's keep looking. As far as current events in the world of DeSci, we have Wellshare going live on October 16th with round 3 of their presale, the final presale, which will only be open for 30 minutes. So shout out Wellshare. Let me go ahead and repost this, and I will unlike it so that I can like it again, so that I can be prompted to say that if you guys are here on the live stream right now, please X out of the chat and hit that thumbs up button. Hopefully you guys are excited. I am going to take 1 second here to make sure that everything is live on X so that I'm just like confident that everything is, well, again, live on X, because I don't want to be, I'm just curious, all right? This is the first time being live on X, so I got to make sure. We got 13 viewers over in the X chat, so hell yeah. Say hello, guys. Say hello. Say GM or something. I got both chats pulled up on the left here so that I can watch both at the same time, just in case. So let me know who is on X watching the live stream, please. It would be greatly appreciated. As far as Bio Protocol, I know the other day we were talking about new DAOs that they're trying to start up because they are a factory for creating biotech DAOs. They had a space yesterday, I believe. Or no, was it sooner than yesterday? Is today the 11th? Yeah. They had a space today unveiling Long COVID Labs with 24,000 people tuning in. What the hell? What the hell? 24,000 people tuned in to Bioprotocol space on Long COVID Labs. So if that is all real people, we are looking at the most hyped space for DeSci that I think we've ever seen, period. So shout out Bioprotocol. That is a huge win. Good morning, Thuna. Happy to see you here over on the X live stream. This is crazy. What's good, Yeti? Howdy, howdy. This is cool. I like having both at the same time. I wish I could merge both chats so that above my head, let me see if I can line it up, so that above my head you guys could see both of them at the same time, but we'll figure that out eventually. For the time being, we're just going to be makeshifting these live streams together. Today is also an exciting live stream because Amanda will be here soon enough, and she will be talking about whatever it is that she wants to talk about. I'm boosting stats, watching both sheets of cola. Let's go. Let's go. That's how it's done, baby. That's how it's done. And of course, I know that each and every one of you guys yesterday watched the unveiling of the FSD and robo-taxis and robot fleet from Tesla. The live stream that happened at like 11 p.m. last night called We Robot. Very bullish, very exciting. If you guys didn't watch it, I bookmarked a couple interesting clips from the event, which was a crazy event to see. It got everyone here talking about the future of the world and how this is bullish, kind of, but also pretty scary and bearish. Because imagine, for a second, you go to Publix or Walmart, for example, and you say on their website, you're like, hey, here are all the things that I want for groceries, and then you send your robo-taxi over to pick it up. They load your car, it comes back, and you send your robot out to go pick up your groceries, come in, and cook you a meal. Imagine how lazy everyone's about to get. Imagine how lazy. For $20,000 to $30,000, probably in the year 2028, if I had to be realistic. He said 2026, but we know that Elon is never accurate with his predictions on timelines. He's always way behind schedule with it. Craziness. And of course, as you would expect, Tesla plummeted off of this event. RIP anyone who was long on Tesla, hoping that this event would be a bullish catalyst, because in fact it gapped down pretty dramatically from last night till open this morning. 8%. That is billions of dollars eviscerated from the market cap on Tesla overnight. Yet, we come to the index. The NASDAQ is up 0.25% today, trying desperately to get back to all-time highs, back into price discovery for the NASDAQ. We're close, guys. We are very, very close. In the grand scheme of things, the NASDAQ is almost back at all-time highs, which cannot be said similarly for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is roaring to life a bit today, but it is not, in fact, close to all-time highs again. It is at $62,255. It does look like it's trying to gain support here and come back above the 200-day moving average, which would be very bullish for Bitcoin and for the broader crypto markets. If we can hold support at this area of contention in the purple box that I drew, and then continue higher, breaking out above the upper band of this channel, which we've been in for the last 8 months, that would be a very good sign for the broader crypto market, because once we break out of this, I think everyone will have that relief for a bit. They'll all have a little bit of excitement back in the markets. I did see a video on X like an hour ago before I went live, in which someone was saying that they had been talking to their hedge fund friends, and it's all she says, he says, whatever, but saying that they were talking to their investor friends who run hedge funds, saying that they were planning on coming into the markets post-election. Because regardless as to who wins, money's going to get printed, rates are going to get cut, stimuli is going to go out, and recession, no recession, honestly doesn't matter when they have billions of dollars waiting to flow back into the markets. Not retail, but investors. Which is why it's important to not focus on where retail is going and rather focus on where investors and institutions are going. And I think anyone who's paying attention to it knows that institutions are flowing into Bitcoin with an aggressive amount of money because of the ETFs, yes, but BlackRock, Vanguard, all these other Fidelity, all these other institutions are flowing money into Bitcoin at an alarming clip. It's just shocking to see the downtrend, to be honest, but maybe it's organized like that. Maybe it's orchestrated to be on a downtrend. Where else do we know of venture capitalist firms and funds and smart money flowing? Where else have we seen large sums of money be invested? Well, we got real world assets and we have DeSci. Now, DeSci plays into real world assets. If you're not familiar with the idea of real world asset, most people think real estate, gold, like your car, commodities, but not many people are thinking of the idea of intellectual property or goodwill, which is already things that we're seeing on the digital front of everything. Goodwill is intangible assets that are still valuable but don't have a physical property, right? That is still a real world asset that is online, which is being tokenized in real time. And DeSci is really the front of all of that when it comes to goodwill and intellectual property. So not only is DeSci its own category, but it's also real world assets. It's also decentralized physical infrastructure. I mean, we got Yeti in the chat. I don't know if he's still here with us, but Dynex is a perfect example of a DPIN protocol, decentralized physical infrastructure. Also, Genomes DAO is a really good example of decentralized physical infrastructure. You can purchase a genetic testing kit and go out and have millions of people take and get their genes sequenced so that they can see genetic inferences for disease and whatever else it is that you want. Put it into some testing kits and see what kind of diseases and genetic markers are similar amongst rare disease or even common things like cancers. It goes on. I could go on for a while as to how DeSci is literally the pinnacle of narratives when it comes to crypto. They even have AI. Oh, AI, artificial intelligence. It's exciting. Today, I'm sipping on a glorious C4. Again, not supporting The Rock today, but in fact, supporting a 2015 version of myself, taking C4 religiously before going to the gym. I just got a text from Amanda. She says, give me 5 to 6 minutes before she makes her guest appearance. That'll bring you guys to life. You guys always enjoy seeing her pop up on the live streams. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning. If we want to kind of run through and do some technical analysis on some of the different DeSci plays in the space, most of them are following the same pattern, which is subsequently following what Bitcoin is doing. Now, yesterday before the live stream, I went ahead and put together a small little index fund or like a basket fund of DeSci projects so that I could more accurately compare and contrast Bitcoin to what's happening in the DeSci world. And you'll see that they follow hand in hand, right? It's not a surprise at all. Right now, DeSci and Bitcoin are correlated at basically a 1-to-1 ratio. Like anytime Bitcoin goes up, DeSci goes up. Anytime Bitcoin comes down, DeSci comes down. Bitcoin goes up, DeSci goes up. Bitcoin comes down, DeSci goes down. I will say right now we're seeing a little bit of support here, a little bit of a divergence happening in which DeSci bottomed back here in August and is breaking out and starting to trend upwards. If, again, Bitcoin can find support in this area of contention and move upwards, we will see DeSci as a whole take that breakout. If you're asking yourself, what are some of the coins in this little index that I've created here? It is Research Coin, Axon DAO, Vita DAO, Noble, Data Lake, Genomes DAO, Rejuve, Hair, Track, and Dynex. Now, interestingly enough, I put together a DeSci watch list because after we rated Nathan and Learn to Earn, DeFi Daddy, all his different aliases, after we rated him, people in his Discord were asking for a DeSci watch list because I got a little bit defensive when someone said we were trolling him. We were, in fact, trolling him, but I was a little bit in my feels yesterday when I saw that comment. And so I went ahead and put together a little bit of a watch list. It's not every DeSci project, but it's the DeSci projects that I really do think have very strong futures and fundamentals and teams behind them. It's not everyone. I've talked to many different founders, and there are a lot of smart people in the space, but this is a good watch list in my humbled opinion. One that we have not covered too much on the channel is Rejuve. Now, recently we started covering it more and more after I had a dream that they made tons and tons of gains. And I found out that and I've said it so many times, you guys are fully aware of why I'm starting to be more and more bullish on them, but I found out that their co-founder also co-founded God damn it. What is the AI project that merged to create the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance? SingularityNet. The co-founder of SingularityNet is also the co-founder of Rejuve. And so, bullish on that, honestly. Not Fetch. Thank you, though, Schleep. Sturdy. Is something happening with Sturdy, Johnny? Is something bullish happening with Sturdy? STRDY. Oh my god, a 10% gain. I should have loaded the boat on this last little dip. If we come over to the BitTensor plays, Sturdy is a subnet on the BitTensor ecosystem. So Tau's up 10% today. AIT is up 25%. Holy crap. Holy crap. This is one that's in the Google Accelerator program. So it's a subnet for BitTensor and it's in the Google Accelerator program. Then Sturdy's up 10%. We got TauBot up 10%. We got SETI up 16%. I think this is indicative of some of the plays to be paying attention to in the BitTensor ecosystem. Tau's up 10%. We see AIT up 25%. We see Sturdy up 10%. We see Tau Inu up 10%. We see TauBot and SETI up double digits. That is a good sign. Ben. What about Ben? Oh, the founder. Yes, Ben. The man who... It's Dr. Ben to you. And me. He's not going to pop up here. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, with the golden long locks. Forgot Eagle AI. God damn it. I did not forget Eagle AI. I'm just salty I didn't get into it, so I'm not talking about it. EAI. Is it still rallying? Look at that. Look at that. It is holding strong as hell after that crazy rally. $10 million market cap. I mean, that was insane. You're in trouble now, Patrick. Why? Why am I in trouble? An insane rally of 2,000%. It has since come down. It fell 60%, which is a very, very common thing to see. You can't have something rally by a 20x and not expect any kind of pullbacks. So fell 58, 60%, and is still down 40%, but is really holding strong here. Really holding strong. So shout out to anyone who got in on this play and has been holding strong. Took some profits, hopefully took some One of you guys bought. Someone just bought 3,200 EAI, or a total of $339. Now, one thing I did want to bring up, okay? Noble Blocks. We got to talk about it. We got to address the elephant in the room. We have to acknowledge the fact that yesterday, Noble Blocks put in a lower low, the lowest low that it has ever done. RIP Noble Blocks. Just kidding. Please don't clip that. I've been talking with Delroy to get an interview with him so that I can post it on the channel and give you guys an update as to what's happening, because it is October, the month in which he said we were going to see the announcements on how AI is being integrated into the platform actually getting launched so that scientists can start publishing their research, and an interesting little airdrop / incentivization model for anyone who's holding more than 1 million Noble. That all will be getting updates on Sunday. He booked on my calendar for Sunday, so pay close attention because I'll be interviewing him on Sunday and then I'll be posting it next Saturday. This Saturday, so tomorrow, I will be posting the interview I did with someone from Research Hub on the 12th here tomorrow. So pay close attention for that. That'll be very exciting. It was a really good interview. I really, really appreciated him taking the time to talk with me, and it was bullish. It was a good one. It was a good one for sure. Let me go ahead and pull up the X stream again. I just want to see how exciting it is. There are 21 people watching the X stream right now, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We just had someone storm into the room. She is ready to go.
I am ready. Hi,
Good
everybody.
morning.
Where's
We're up here today, up here in
Here I
this
am.
little
Okay,
corner.
good.
Welcome.
Hey.
This is the YouTube chat, and then this is the X chat.
Amazing.
So it's
We're
exciting.
live on X.
Yes, we are.
Yay. Hi,
Yes,
everybody.
we are.
Okay, so I've been thinking about the request for an embarrassing story about you.
All right. No, I'm gonna leave.
So I need your permission to talk about bugs.
Oh my God.
Can I?
Yeah, you can tell them. Yeah.
Like, I don't think you have a choice, right?
No, it's too late now.
Okay. So a few houses down, there are neighbors that have really great Halloween decorations. Okay, so this is funny for a few different reasons, but like the entire, you'll have to like
I was
post
gonna
a
say I'll
picture
post
somewhere.
a photo. Yeah.
Yeah, they went way over the top. Like literally, it probably cost like $10,000. Like their setup is crazy. So Patrick and I walk a few times a day, and we always walk past their house. Well, it just so happens that in the last like week or two, there have been like this overwhelming presence of red wasps that come out as soon as we walk past these scary things in these people's yards. So Patrick might be a little bit more reactive to bugs than I am. Just reactive, though. I'm sure we're equally as scared of bugs. Yeah. And so when we walk past this house, we usually end up, well, first it starts with Patrick just running past because he doesn't want the wasp to sting him. And so it looks like, I just realized that it looks like from the neighbor's point of view, if they're watching us, that we always get really scared and really frantic when we pass their house. And it probably looks like we're running because he'll run and then I run because I'm scared because you like trigger me to run or something.
So it looks like we're sprinting away from their Halloween decorations.
Yeah.
It's a whole like haunted yard. They have a whole pathway to go through it. So when it comes time for Halloween, I almost said Easter. It's like it is a whole setup. So it like I think it's justifiable to be afraid of it either way. But yeah, the wasps, they dive bomb us. They come out of nowhere and they follow for like 100 feet. Like it's a lot. Right?
Yeah,
it's justifiable.
Is a lot. It's super scary. But I think it's hilarious because we really do, like 3 times we've like gotten to the house and then just like anybody else watching would just see us be like, oh my God, and like, you know, swiping at our head.
Sprint away from it.
You know, so there you go. That's a good one.
All right,
I hope
that
you
was.
don't mind. Am I in trouble?
No, that's okay. That was a very modest, embarrassing story. I think everyone is afraid of bugs, especially if there's hordes of wasps coming at you.
Yeah, hordes.
Okay,
so I need like a 1-minute synopsis of what you guys have been talking about, and then I probably have to scoot.
Okay. This is Dynex. They're up a little bit today. They're up 10% today.
It's the day I'm supposed to buy.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Well, we were talking about how this weekend investors are expecting China to deploy $283 billion of stimulus money into the markets.
Wow.
Which is an aggressive amount. Then we were talking about how Bioprotocol is launching a new DAO for long COVID, and they had 24,000 people watch the X space.
That's kind of crazy.
Which is, I think, the most viewed DeSci thing ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at their marketing that they did for that. That's insane.
I know. I have a strong feeling that X was just
buzzing.
Have a lot of bots going right now. Not to say that they botted their live stream, but after yesterday where Elon, that's another thing we talked about, was Elon's robots and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had 3-point-something million people concurrent, and that's no way that's real. They had a total of like 8 million people watch the live stream. So I think there's just a lot of bots on the platform today.
Why couldn't that be real? It might be real.
It might be real.
It's very interesting.
It could be. It's possible. It's definitely possible.
Have y'all talked about like if this is good or bad for the state of
I did
humanity?
I did not ask them, but I did say that we had a discussion about how this could be pretty bad in the near future. Maybe not the super long term, but in the near future, not the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably you just have to take the good with the bad.
Yeti waves. Nil says he's more afraid of bears. Well, we don't see bears on a common occurrence here, sir. And then we'll ignore what Zach said here.
But that does remind me, you know, the joke about running from bears, all you have to do is just make sure you're not the closest one to the bear.
Yeah.
You literally did that with
Well, that's why I take off first.
so that they get me.
I'm
instead.
safe. I just have to be quicker than you, and we walk in flip-flops, so.
Yeah, it's actually very cute to see Patrick, 6'3", running from scary bugs.
They are scary. Yeah. That's all we've really talked about so far. We've been just bouncing off around in random directions. They're not super active today. I think yesterday they were more active with the raid. And so today is just a chill day. Look at those. We have let me pull up the X. There's 26 people supposedly on the X. But only Thuna has said anything in the chat. So either they're just chilling, listening and doing their own other stuff, or
Lurking.
yeah, or it's bots.
Yeah.
Not decided yet. Either way, it's exciting. Derek says he's 6'5" and bail when he sees wasps. See, it's a common occurrence. Johnny says LOL. Zaj says hello, or he says hi.
Hi.
You're allowed to shoot at wasps in the U.S. I think you're
Maybe in
allowed to.
Georgia.
Yeah, probably in Georgia. You know, you don't even need like a license to get a gun in Georgia or Florida. You can't go in and purchase a gun from a gun dealer, but if Amanda here were to gift me a gun, I do not need to register it, nor do I need to have a license to carry it around.
That's pretty cool.
So you can just, if it's a black market deal, you're allowed to have them. But if it's a fully like forefront on the market deal, then you can't get it. So a little backwards.
Crazy.
Salt
you think
guns.
It's backwards? I think it's great. No, it's probably not. But
Lucas has a salt gun. He probably got rid of it. That thing stings. Have you seen them before?
I thought you were saying assault gun.
No.
Okay.
SALT
Yeah.
gun. Have you seen them before?
No.
It's like a shotgun, but for salt, and they just destroy bugs.
Cool.
You shoot the bug, and it just like splatters because it's a million little bullets.
So mean.
It is pretty mean, and it stings and it burns.
All right. Well, I have to go and get ready for my big TikTok presentation.
Yes.
Very nervous.
You want to give them a synopsis?
Yeah. So what I do at TikTok is I'm a partnership manager, and I actually manage like a mass group of them instead of like one-to-one account management. I work with partners that are like newer, and so every Friday, right after Patrick's stream, I am putting on a webinar for those brand new partners. And at TikTok, things change so quickly. And so I'm always so nervous to do these webinars because I'm asked questions every single time that I don't know the answer to. So it's just a little bit of pressure. But what are you doing?
Looking up how much TikTok is worth.
Ah.
Between 20 and 100 billion. But that's not ByteDance. Because you don't work for TikTok, you work for ByteDance, right?
Well, TikTok is, so ByteDance is the parent company. So yeah, ByteDance is definitely worth a lot more because that includes all of the companies. I think they have like hundreds. But TikTok, yeah, on its own. And then I bet that's probably not correct because with the new e-commerce, and I work on the e-commerce side, I bet it's worth more than that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. If Tesla's worth $1 trillion,
Yeah.
I would say that TikTok is probably worth several hundred billion.
Yeah, probably. But how can somebody else buy stock that doesn't work for them?
I don't know. I mean, they're
private.
probably just doing private deals. But I can't see it because I have to subscribe to
So
whatever website this is, theinformation.com.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We've done some work for TikTok in our digital group, and they were not fun to deal with. Haha. Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, it's because we're all like, it's so difficult to know how to do your job when things every day are different. Like, we have thousands of employees, and all of those teams are like changing things on the platform on a day-to-day basis. So literally every Thursday, I have 2 hours of meetings that are just dedicated to the new updates of the week on the platform. 2 whole hours spent doing that.
That's aggressive. Very, very aggressive.
Yes, we change roles. There are reorgs all the time. I wonder, is this your friend?
C90? C90 is undoxed.
Okay.
I have not seen.
You don't know if it's that one?
No.
Were you helping sellers? I would love to know. Yeah, you'll have to find out and let me know if they answer how they were working with TikTok in a digital group.
I first saw C90 on the Blockchain Basement over at Hit Network.
I am doxxed, sir.
Well, you're not doxed to me. You gonna dox yourself here?
Okay, but I have to run, so you'll have to catch
Okay.
me up later. But definitely fill Patrick in on what you do, because I'm interested.
Yes.
And I have to go.
Thank you.
All right. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Bye.
Enjoy your presentation.
Okay.
Take you for a quantum tour. Let's go. Let's go. I'm down for quantum tour. Anything that's going to make me more bullish on Dynex. Truthfully. The more bullish I can be on Dynex, the better. It was through Blue Pony. Okay. FER. What does that even mean? Derek, what does that even mean, Derek? We have 12 concurrent viewers on YouTube right now. I want each and every one of you to close out of this chat, hit the thumbs up button, open the chat back up. Again, we're live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about the broader crypto markets, a little bit of macroeconomy, but specifically decentralized science. This is the first time I'm live streaming also on X. So this is a fun new adventure I'm embarking down. I am noticing that there is a massive discrepancy between the activity in chats between the two of them. For example, I'll pull out the chat from X, and then I will pull out the YouTube chat. You can see that the YouTube chat is far more active, and today is even a less active day than the last couple days on live streams. But I did also see on Discord today, somebody said that these last 2 weeks of live streams have been far more exciting than in recent weeks of live streaming. So shout out those investors. I appreciate all of you guys. Was you in the meeting this morning? What meeting? How did Delroy's interview go? Wonderful question, Dame Damani. It is scheduled for Sunday now. So we took too long to pick a calendar time between the two of us. And so he's in a totally different time zone than me. I would have had to get up super early. So we picked for, I think, 11 a.m. on Sunday. So I will be very excited. If you guys have questions for them, put together a list, put it in the Discord, tag me somewhere so that I have a list of questions that you guys want to know the answers to. And I will make sure to get answers on all of them and post it so that you guys can have the update that everyone is so deservingly needing. Derek, this isn't an XXX site. Zach, Derek, what is going on in the chat? Just said Don doxed me. No, you did not say. Oh, yeah, you did say that. I skipped over that. Rip. We should talk about the 14th announcement. I'm down, Yeti. I'm down. Don leaked Derek's tapes. Yo, you guys are off the rails. I don't know what's going on. I hope it goes well with Telegram. FUD is crazy. FUD is, in fact, crazy. But so be it. Honestly, low key, high key, whatever kind of key you want. If we take a look at Noble Blocks for a second. Oh, it's up 10% all of a sudden. If we take a look at Noble Blocks and you look at the people who are selling, okay, I want you to pay close attention to this. Sold. This person 9 hours ago sold $1,000 worth. They have bought 0 coins. They did not buy a single token. They still have 750,000. This is someone who got in on the pre-sale and is just dumping. They don't have conviction in what they're holding. We go look at the other sell. This person is someone who had bought some and then sold for a loss. This person bought some and sold for a huge loss. Earlier, I was looking at them and nobody had actually purchased any of the tokens that they were selling. They'd all gotten them for free. This person just been selling, bought 0, bought 0, bought 0, bought 0, bought 0, bought 0. These are people who got them on pre-sales or were gifted tokens and then just sold. So it's not a phishing scam. It's not like the people who are actually looking into it and paying attention to the project are the ones selling. It's all the people who got in early into the pre-sale, and it ultimately doesn't matter what price they sell it at because they're in profit. The pre-sale valuation was under $1 million market cap. So even selling now, you're still in profit if you got in on the pre-sale. And so they're just coming, they're getting their unlock, they're looking at the chart, and they're selling. And they're not paying attention to what's going on. And I don't blame them because of the loss of conviction with the hack. But it's like what happened with CYG, okay? Cyclics, imagine selling your Cyclics in the month that they're about to get the license to launch the online casino. Imagine selling the Noble blocks in the month before they launch the platform. That's just dumb. It's just not, you're just not paying attention. And that's okay, because it gives us more opportunity to hold tight and suffer together. It's community bonding, guys. It's community bonding. I hope Noble pulls an EAI. It definitely will. Not financial advice. I have no idea if it will or won't. I also just hope that it does. EAI did a 20x in a week, my guy. From bottom to top, EAI did a 20x, which is nutty. All right, why are we talking like the Diddy parties all of a sudden? The pre-sale boys fumbling right now. I agree. I agree. It's just silly. Noble blocks to $1. It's half a penny right now. Noble blocks to $1, which would be a 200x. 200x. It's last unlocks. Correct. There are no more unlocks now. Everyone has gotten their tokens unlocked. So now it's the people who wanted to sell pushed us into the lowest that Noble has been. And now it's time for them to not have any more tokens to sell. I know, 20x is insane. Yeti says, have you ever tried mining your own crypto at all? I have tried mining my own crypto. Mods, get Diddy out of here. Mods! Mods! Get the Diddy comments out of here. Where are the mods when you need them? Be gone. I have tried mining my own crypto. Yeah. Not at scale, though. Not in a massive or meaningful way. So, no. Should I be mining Dynex? Is the Hedgie lock up all the tokens people have yet to claim on Etherscan? No. So the Hedgie lockup here, this is the treasury. So 50% of the supply, it's all locked up right now, right? It's all locked up. So fun fact, actually not fun fact, not going to say it. The Hedgie lockup here is going to be unlocked over the next 10 years. So every March, they will be getting a small portion of these tokens given to the treasury to continue to fund operations. And so, yeah, in March, there will be an unlock of Noble, but there are none from now until then. And I've talked with Delroy, and the unlock from this first one in March is going to go to some of the people who got impacted from the hack. So nothing is set in stone and nothing has been 100% confirmed, but these 50% of tokens that are in this wallet locked up in Hedgie, that is the treasury, which will slowly be released over the span of 10 years. So it gives them runway to continue operations and everything into next bull cycle and the next bull cycle and into the next bear market. So the year 2035 is when this will be fully diluted. It's not a huge unlock, no. You basically think of it as 1/10 of this, so 5%, which is decent. It's a decent unlock, but it's not enormous. 5%. And he's not just immediately going to sell it. It's to use for the entire year. So that's going to be in circulation, but it won't be in circulation. You know what I mean? It'll be in the treasury, ready to be accessible. Waiting on the bottom for Noble, still haven't aped. Understood. Understood. Hopefully that was the bottom, but I've been saying that every time we go down. I was like, that was the bottom, guys, and then it rallied, and I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, this is the bottom, guys, and then we rallied, and I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, this is the bottom, guys, and then we're starting to rally, and I'm like, yeah. We'll see. It's probably not the worst idea in the world to wait for Noble to make a higher low before really aping. Like if we were to see something like we come up and then come down and then come up and then come down and then go up, it's like, yeah, it makes sense to join in here maybe after the election or something. If you are sitting on the sidelines for Noble, You do have to understand that you'd be missing out on like 50% gains, but at the end of the day, for something that I think is going to be going to $1, I don't think it matters if you get in at half a penny or 6/10 of a penny, because if it goes from 6/10 of a penny, can you please, if it goes from 6/10 of a penny up to $1, that's 17,000% gains, you know, that's okay. That's pretty decent. 17,000% gains, I'll take that. And again, we get to 20 cents, we'll be, or 25 cents, we'll be doing the op party, of course. I know you guys are all familiar with this. It's kind of a feel-good live stream today. So how else do you guys want to feel good? How else should we be focusing on for feel-good live stream? Go back to DSI, 2.5% gains. We've already talked about all these things. Honestly, guys, all altcoins are just kind of bleeding right now. None of it matters until Bitcoin breaks out. And so it's a patiently waiting game. We are waiting patiently for this to have a breakout. We can come look at the dollar because we know that Bitcoin runs inverse to the dollar. The dollar after the rate cuts had a huge spike, a pretty large pump in the dollar. It was at the bottom of the range. Now it looks like it's coming back up to kiss the middle of these moving averages, maybe back up to the top of this range. We hope not. We hope it has that breakdown, not for the sake of the US economy, but for the sake of our bags. Delroy has said what the 1 million Noble gift will be, but I will not be exposing that to you guys. I'm going to wait patiently for the real announcement. I don't know exactly what the gift is, but he told me what the gift is. Does that make sense? 0.004 gotta be the bottom, but there's so many people with tokens still. I know. A lot of people with tokens. A lot. I mean, look at how many holders are in Noble. There's literally 3,700 holders in Noble blocks. So there are a lot of people holding tokens. 4 million tokens here, 4 million here, 4 million here, 4 million here. $20,000. It is such a micro cap, guys. At what time range do you think you could get to $1? It's depending on the entire crypto market. It depends on the entire crypto market. If we come over to Bitcoin, if we see Bitcoin actually fulfill this circle that I drew on the chart, okay? So if we see, let's see, for example, if we see Bitcoin actually come through, I'm just going to extend this a little and do something like that, okay? It's not going to look like this, all right? Just deal with it for a minute. If we see Bitcoin do something like this, then around the time that we're consolidating right in here, I think is when Noble would hit that dollar mark. Noble will be peaking around that time. So end of summer, early fall next year, I think is when we see Noble at that dollar. So you have to take the good and the bad, right? Maybe it's like last cycle in which we have a really quick spike in Bitcoin up into the early part of 2025, in which it looks something more like this. And if that's the case, then we'll see Noble hit that dollar mark sooner rather than later. But it is all just dependent on the entire narrative. Not just Noble, but the entire narrative. So you'll be seeing Research Coin up at that $10 to $20. It's at 20 cents right now. You'll be seeing stuff like Rejuve hit $1. You'll be seeing stuff like Data Lake hit $1. You'll be seeing stuff like Valley DAO. I don't know. When Pump, I know you know. Oh God, I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Is the 1 million gift is bullish. It is very unique. I will say that. It is very unique, but I will not be giving any more insight onto that. Do you know if there's a deadline to get the 1 million by? I do not know that, Zach. No, I'm sorry. I do not know when the screenshot is being taken, or if it already has been taken. I don't know. Hold, did the last run go? Did Bitcoin top out first, then altcoin season, or is around the same time? Good question. Let's do some overlays. And then I have to go to the bathroom pretty badly, so we might have to end the live stream. I'll let you guys decide on the YouTube chat. Do I allow for a blank screen for a few minutes as I go to the bathroom, or do we just end the live stream and come back? So Bitcoin all-time index. Bitcoin all-time index. Let's go ahead and pull up some of the top performing cryptos from last cycle. ADA. Let's go ahead and we have to lock somewhere. Just forget where it is. Whatever. Okay. So last cycle, we saw Cardano peak before Bitcoin peaked. That is interesting. We saw, let's pull up some other coins too. We saw Aave peak in the first launch. It had a crazy run up and peaked shortly after Bitcoin did the first time, and then didn't quite make it to all-time highs in the second peak on Bitcoin. What are some other ones you want to see? BNB? We saw, oh my goodness, BNB. The crazy run up on Binance. We saw Binance peak in the first one. So it looks like Bitcoin peaked after some of these major altcoins did last cycle. So the altcoins peaked first. As far as like, they peaked, BNB and Bitcoin peaked at the exact same time on the second little bump. Where did you learn your TA skills? I don't know if it's, I mean, I'm on YouTube basically, just watching people like what you're doing right now, watching the same type of live streams of people just going through the market. There's two people I can really accredit it towards who were monumental, and this was like, I've been investing for like 7 years, so I've been staring at charts for the last 7 years, and the trading fraternity is really, really good. He's live literally every day, all day for the market open. And then Learn, Plan, Profit. Ricky Gutierrez. He was really, really good at teaching me charting and everything as well. From the streets, baby. Blank screen. No. Try Learn a Toss. Learn a Toss. Who else? Who else should we be looking at? ICP? Anyone? Anyone want to see the sadness that happened with ICP? RIP ICP. So ICP came out right at basically the peak of the market and then just fell off a cliff and then died. What else? Near was a good one last cycle, I think. So Near peaked after Bitcoin. Basically, you just got to watch carefully, and when you're looking at stuff and all of a sudden you open up your wallet and you've made 50% in a day, it's probably time to take some profits off of that. And then the next day, if it goes up another 50%, you take some more profits and you just DCA out of the market, you know? Noble. I will not be overlaying Noble on top of this chart, thank you. Shiba Inu. Well, I'll do Shiba Inu. And I'll also do Noble if you guys really want me to. Shiba Inu was like one straight line up right before the all-time highs for Bitcoin. You see that? It peaked right before the all-time highs. On the second rally. And then Noble just came out. I think this is the real one. Noble just came out around the same time that Bitcoin was peaking and then kind of fell off a cliff. So a little bit unfortunate timing with its launch from pre-sale. Hopefully we see that rally back up, but only time will tell. I want to pull up Axon actually, AXGT. Shit, Axon, you're putting Bitcoin to shame here, boy. Oh wait, I did not like that. I was trying to make it so that we could see it, but it's fine. Axon came out before Bitcoin peaked, which is the formula for a good presale. You come out as Bitcoin has some aggressive momentum to the upside, which is why so many presales are waiting. You've been flopping on presales the last 8 months. None of them have been super good because Bitcoin's been going down, and you're patiently waiting for Bitcoin to break out before they launch those next rounds of killer presales. That's why you're seeing so many different projects just like blue balling you on it, just waiting patiently, teasing you almost. How do you compare the overlay? You just go to TradingView and see up in the top left hand corner here where you see the symbol that you would change to view different coins. Just hit the plus and you can do overlays. I think ADA, the dog, is a very good investment. Top dog of this cycle. That'll be interesting. Jelk Inu. All right, Zach. I know it's not part of the ban list, but we're putting you in timeout. Timeout, motherfucker. Chill with the jelking sessions. But, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's only so many times on a live stream where I can get on and be like, all right, guys, we're waiting for the breakout. Okay, guys, we're still waiting for the breakout. All right, guys, we're closer to the breakout. Oh, now we're further away from the breakout. All right, guys, we're waiting. I deserved it. Good. I'm glad you took the punishment like a champ. Like a champ. All right, guys, I'm gonna piss myself. So understand that it is Fitness Friday. It was a good live stream. I appreciate all you guys being here. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth investing it into. I'm very excited to see what happens over the weekend, given that rumor on the street is China's going to be deploying hundreds of billions of dollars into fiscal stimulus, which will inevitably trickle its way down into the stock and crypto markets. Hopefully, you guys are ready and excited for the podcast episode with someone from ResearchCoin that will be posted on Saturday. And go take care of yourself a little bit. Go outside, go for a walk, do some fitness. Just move that body. I will see you guys in the next live stream.